Everyone, welcome to Web3 Education Investment. Today in this video, let's talk about Centrifuge in Polkadot. They do have made a lot of updates recently, and so I'm going to go over a few of them. One of the biggest one would be the BlockTower and the Maker. They are going to fund 220 million of real-world assets through Centrifuge. I think that's a very big news. And then I will talk about the governance. They recently have the governance core, and in the governance core, they talk about the POP process. The new POP v2 is available, and also some other updates. All right, so now let's start with the first one, the BlockTower and the Maker. They made this $220 million real world assets. I think that's a big deal, especially under the current market. Now, Centrifuge, they still bring a lot of new assets. Their TVL keeps growing. They do have the investment from Coinbase and some other investors recently as well. And so overall, the Maker will provide 150 million of senior capital, and the BlockTower will provide 70 million of junior capital. And so for those of you, if you are not very familiar with the BlockTower and the Maker, I would recommend you to check this one, the BlockTower Credit. So BlockTower Credit is the credit franchise of BlockTower Capital. This one is a SEC registered digital asset. That's much safer than most of the others because they have the SEC registered, and those with the regulation. Normally it's much safer. They will protect the investor. And you can imagine this BlockTower Credit, they can manage a lot of portfolio, different assets, and it is the portfolio manager of Maker, the Maker. And the Maker, one of the famous one from Maker would be the DAI, the stable coin DAI. And the general idea is you can use your collateral. For example, you can use Ethereum, and then once you knock your Ethereum as collateral, you can borrow or you can mint the DAI as a stable coin. And so it's similar, like you have the house and you can use that to borrow the money from the bank. But this one is fully decentralized. They have the smart contract to manage that. So as long as after some time you pay back the DAI, you will get back your collateral. And so those stable coin with the collateral backed is normally much safer than the one with algorithm. And so overall, you can check all the details, and I think these real world assets from the investment of the Maker and the BlockTower, this will make a big deal. And you can also see that now recently the real world assets, there are more and more capitals. They come to this field, and then from this figure you can see that the TVL, I think this will just keep increasing all the time. Not very surprising because these real world assets really have a big market. And you can check all the details here, and the Centrifuge is a long-term collaborator with the Maker and also with the BlockTower, is their institutional partner. All right, now let's move on to the next one, the POP v2. The POP v2 right now has been posted on the forum. You can still add your comments here. Compared to POP v1, I don't know how many of you already know POP v1. POP v1 is a little bit complicated because in order to launch a pool on Centrifuge, you have to go over the POP v1. The POP v1 has several steps. Normally you have to vote it several times as well. Pop V2 is much clearer and easier. You can check the Pop V2, this figure. They have 4 stages on it, and if I remember correctly, there's only one snapshot voting, and that's it. You don't need to go over multiple steps. In Pop V1, you have to do that. And so this one has been posted, but you can still add your comments. So I will post a link if you are interested. If you have any ideas or suggestions, you can still add your idea or suggestion. In the recent governance call, they also talk about the Centrifuge protocol fees. Right now, there's no fee, and it's not good for the ecosystem in the future. If you want to grow the community, the protocol fees probably need to be charged, and then you can use that to do a lot of things. One of the ideas in the governance call they talk about would be just charge the fee based on whatever the pool you are using. For example, one of your pool use DAI, then you can change the fee. You can charge the fee using the DAI, and the other protocol use Ethereum. Then you can charge Ethereum, and then with those fees, you can use those fees to buy back the CFG and burn that CFG. So that will be quite benefit of the overall, like all the CFG holders, and also add utilities of CFG. So you can propose your idea, and so this one is proposed by Sam in the governance call. So I really like that. I think that's a very cool idea. So if you have any other idea, you are welcome to add comments as well here. And there's also adjustment of hotel connector rewards, and again, this one you can also add your comments and share what you would like to have. And so overall, that's all we want to talk today for the Centrifuge. I think like Centrifuge is definitely interesting and unique in Polkadot to bring the real world assets, and it's very different than a lot of other parachains. To focus on the real world assets, it is very different than most of the other DeFi, and those real world assets actually is just like the bank, what they are doing. So Centrifuge try to provide the opportunity for the real world assets to be on chain, and so it has a big, very big market, and also people need that. Alright, so that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or any suggestions, feel free to leave it below the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.